Hello everyone. This video is about any postgraduate student who's planning to come to UK for studies, in particular Cardiff University. So I will be talking about Hall of Residences in Cardiff University. I personally went to Cardiff University myself, so I'm going to share with you my experiences because I know in the beginning it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're deciding which hall of residence to stay in. I know I had a very tough time deciding which accommodation I want to consider because there are student residences, which is by the it's given from the Cardiff University, and then you have private accommodation. So I'm gonna just talk about few of the residences and also some few private accommodations. And yeah, I hope you guys can enjoy it and I hope you guys find it useful. So the first one is the residences for postgraduates in Aberdeen Hall. It's a female only accommodation. It has a standard residential period. It's self-catered, and you share bathrooms with other females, and it's like females only. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so the second one that I'm going to talk about is about Liberty Cambrian Point. It is 41 week or full year, and it is also self-catered, and it has en-suite bathrooms, so that's a good thing about it. I have personally visited Liberty Cambrian Point, and they are nicer. The bedrooms are big. You get a desk, a bed, a closet, and an ensuite toilet, which has like a toilet, just a bin, and pretty much it, and a shower. So it's not too bad. Yeah, and then the other one is Liberty House. It's also self-catered ensuite bathrooms, and it's 41 week to full year, and it's similar to Liberty Cam. I personally don't like Singanet Court because the rooms are very small. You pay, I believe, £5,400 for 1 full year. There are two types. One is Postgraduate Plus, and one is just the regular one. The Postgraduate Plus, they provide you with duvets, with pillows, with bed sheets, and some pans and dishes and forks and things like that, just kitchen supplies, and that's about it. And yeah, so there's not much difference between the Postgraduate Plus and the regular ones. So I would suggest that just go with the regular ones, and you can buy your own pillow, duvet, and bed sheet. That would just cost you, like, if you pack from Asda or from IKEA, from anywhere, it will cost you like less than £200. So there's no point of paying like 5,400 per year. The regular ones that doesn't provide postgraduate plus experience, you pay only 3,000 something, but that's not for full year, that's standard. So if the contract ends in July, so after July, for the summertime, you have to provide, you have to basically move out and look for a different place. Yeah, so that's Singanet Court. It gets a little bit louder every time, because especially if you're starting school in September, October, November is the busiest, because I mean the classes doesn't start, students don't take the first few months of classes too serious, so you'll find students, postgraduates and undergraduates staying up till late at night, having a little get together outside till like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, drinking. And it's also very close to the city center, so if you like staying close to the city, I would say then it's the best option, because you're literally like 5 minutes walk from city center, and it's also very close to the student union, and another 5-8 minutes walk. So it's very centralized in terms of like going to the city center or student union, or if you have, it's also very close to the journalism building, and yeah. So if you are like, if you want to experience city life, then I would suggest stay there, but then it does get loud at night. It's very busy. It's not a quiet area, not at all. I personally won't recommend it, because if you are a student like me who prefers a quiet place, just to concentrate, especially as a postgraduate student, you're no longer an undergrad student, so you want to just stay in your room, focus, or at least have like a, chill time. So I wouldn't personally recommend it, but that's just me. But if you are an undergrad student and you're watching this video, then I would recommend it for you. Okay, so let's go to the next one. The next one is student houses and flats. It's in Column Road. Again, it's standard or full year. It's self-catered, and you have shared bathrooms in there. Oh, about Singanet Court, you also get it's self-catered, but evening meal option. So you have an option for an evening meal, and I think it starts at 7 p.m. Yeah, so student houses and flats, and they are in Column Road. Again, I have been there too. I had friends there staying. They are much cooler looking than Singanet Court houses. The rooms are a little bit bigger, but the only downside to that is that you have to share the bathrooms. And these are houses like, so like 5 or 7 students. They put 5 or 7 students in one house, so you each get your own room. But then each house has like 2 bathrooms with 2 showers. So like 2 or 3 students share one bathroom. Yeah, so it's like that. But then you get a bigger room. And then there's one common area. No, most likely there isn't, but there's like one kitchen area where you can, chill and have a good time together. And then there are student houses and flats. I haven't personally, I wasn't able to like take a look from inside, but there's also standard for 1 year. They're self-catered and they are shared bathrooms. And then we have Taliban Court. It's the one of the I would say the busiest and crowdest hall of residences for students. It's very popular among postgraduate students. Again, this is for postgraduate students. Undergrads don't live there. It is, again, full year, so September to September, and it is self-catered and it has en-suite bathrooms. The price of Taliban Court and Singanet Court are very similar. Singanet Court was 5,400 a year, and I think that's true for Taliban Court as well, but I prefer Taliban Court over Singanet Court in terms of in terms of your room. It's a little bit bigger, a slight tad bigger than Singanet Court, and you get nicer kitchen area, so I would think. But then Taliban Court, they're far away from the city center, so there's a good 20 to 25 minutes walk to the city center, a good 20 to 25 minutes walk to student union. I think if you're a business student, Taliban Court is a good option for you, but if you are studying journalism or social sciences or psychology or law, then I wouldn't recommend it, because it will take you like half an hour to walk. But if you don't mind the walk, then go for it. Yeah, and in Taliban Court, you get your own, village area where students hang out. They have their own bars, their own common area with TV setup and all that. And they have also sports center for playing tennis, and they have their own gym and all that. So it's pretty cool. The only downside is that it's far away from the city. And then there's Taliban